We're gonna go ahead and dive right in. Apparently, you all care. That's amazing. I love it. On Twitter, I posted 100 likes and poof, you guys hit it. So Facebook was 300, a few others was a little bit more. You guys gave me that juice. Let's drink it. There's only one stock on this list that I own longer term that's not on this list also, which is Google. Who doesn't love Google? And Google, look at the volume that came in on Monday. Stock gapped down, bear candle gapped down. That's a bear retest gap. And most importantly, if we go to the weekly chart, Google has had a beautiful, beautiful pullback. The all-time high of $200. We posted that. We have now decreased about 32%, which is remarkable. You'll notice back over here in 2022 during the recession, we pulled down 42%. So the question, of course, is can we go lower? And the answer to all of those on all of these stocks is yes, that's extremely possible. However, all of you know, not only can you make more money if the markets do go down, you can protect yourself, all the good things. That's what I am going to do on these positions is have kind of a floor, have a level of where that protection begins. Google's one of my long-term investments that's just simply not on this list. I didn't buy more Google specifically yesterday, but I probably will over the next couple of weeks buy some more Google down here. All right, first and foremost, the GOAT, the OG, the fruit company, Apple team. Apple, this is ridiculous. In 3 days was down 22%. Like that is crazy town. Crazy town. Look at the volume that came in. Astronomical. One of the biggest buying volumes that Apple has had in quite a while. We zoom out. Last time we've had a volume of that magnitude was back here in 2024 in June, where we did go higher. So that's important to notice. Number two, we so far from the all-time highs where it went from 260 on Apple all the way down to here is a 32% decrease. So again, imagine that you can buy your MacBook Pro or your iPad or your iPhone or whatever for 30% off. I mean, that deal never happens. Number two or three, on a weekly chart, what? We are down here all the way at the 200 simple on the weekly. We haven't gotten down there on Apple and we haven't touched it since 2018. That, by the way, is 6 years. And before then, last time was 2016. So we've bounced below there. We've gotten down there before. This is a very, very strong spot, and I do think we're going to go higher. Also, on a day trade, can I just flex really quick? Is that okay? So we talked about this yesterday in the day trading room, snagged 1.68 Rs on the day trade. This is what it looked like when I got into it. 921, going long Apple here, both day trade long-term investment and swing trades. So all kinds of three levels. Here it was. I was here working with an individual we bought some calls at 185 when it was at 176. Those are going to be worth more today. But this is what the trade looked like. Again, got lucky. I did get the absolute bottom right here. This dash line, again, it was a really strong support. So I have my stop loss below there. And yes, that was it's a $5 stop on Apple. It's huge, huge. But it was a very volatile day yesterday. And it was a very good buying opportunity, in my opinion. So I did. There's Apple. All right. Nvidia. Now I set this one up before market open. And here's the daily chart. The daily chart of Nvidia, we've gotten absolutely smorgasbord and huge selling, huge move, all the things. But I didn't care about any of that. Again, as you all know, I'm pretty technical on most of my trading. I am fundamental as well. But the weekly chart, I had a limit order, the 100 simples at 89.30, and I bought 888 at 88. I just figured why not? If I ever have a chance to play with the numbers, I will. The low of the day was 86.62. The open was 87.46. So I caught it at open. This was a limit order. It wasn't a good till cancel order. Just because I was watching it, I figured we would open below 88.88. Didn't know what we would do. I figured that would be a nice spot. So I didn't actually get that cost basis, unfortunately, which would have been cool, but it all worked out. So I am in Nvidia. Now, here's the beautiful news. Again, this is the support. I want to say this once or twice in this video. All these stocks can go lower, and I know exactly where I will protect my positions. And I'll be protecting those positions with put options. If any of you are investing with more than $70,000 and you do not know how to use options to protect yourself, please message me on some social media platform and I will help you understand more, because it's going to be a make or break here. Love this gap on Nvidia. We're up 4% pre-market. My plan, and I knew we were going to gap up. My plan was open here, let it push a little bit, and then I'm going to get into a collar. I'm going to sell some calls up here. I'm going to buy some puts here, and I'll buy some puts here. And we'll see what happens. This collar will be right up until expiration. So Friday the 23rd, the cover call sales. And these puts will be the a little bit less than that, probably May. Friday the 9th. Yeah, Friday the 9th is what I'll go with. So that'll be a collar, buy low, sell high, all the fun things. So, if, again, essentially 50% return on that position. Roblox. Now, again, most of these companies, Apple obviously is impacted by the tariffs a little. Yes, I get that, but it was just too much of a steal. The majority of these companies, I can't figure out how they're being impacted by tariffs at all. That's the reason I went into most of these positions. I mean, the tariffs are impacting physical companies, products, so on and so forth. I get that, although I'm not a macroeconomic specialist. I don't see how they're impacting this, right? Like, why in the world is Roblox going down on tariffs? So it held the 200-day. You'll notice Apple crushed the 200-day, Nvidia crushed the 200-day. These top two here, from a technical standpoint, are two of the strongest tech stocks. Now, Roblox has had a big drop. We were down also 32%, but 32% on Roblox isn't bad. If you consider that's what we did on Google and, and Apple, and Roblox over here is hanging out with the same percentage level. I thought that was a great thing. Here at the 200, you see this gap over here on earnings. This gap can fill, and I do have, I will slide into margin a little bit if I need to pick up some Roblox here, because again, I'm 100% in the markets at this point. I'm fully cashed it. So with this gap up today that we're getting, I might peel off a couple shares and I'll sell some calls. Ultimately, I'll use some of that cash to buy more and to have some put protection, things of that nature. But if Roblox gets into the 45 zone, I will buy more of Roblox. And that's also the 100, 200 on the weekly. So this was just a gorgeous technical chart overall. And look at this, just fantastic breakout. Really good retest. I like this. I'm excited about this market. I'm happy that we got this pullback, and that's why I'm making this video for you. Netflix, what? How is Netflix being impacted by tariffs? I was just blown away. I didn't see it. 22%. We held the 200 simple. I bought it at open. I had this order. This is great. So Netflix, oh, wow. Scored it. Now, again, I realize that this is all a timing thing, and that's what's cool about trading. That's what's awesome about the markets is we can all be traders. We can do whatever we want, whenever we want. I get it. This is the gnarliest Head and Shoulders I've ever seen. Really, really bad. So if Netflix takes out the 200, we're going lower. And to your point, we could. That's very possible. But if I know options, if you know options, if you know how to protect yourself, that's not a worry for me. Because again, on Netflix, I will get into a collar in and around here. I will have some put protection. I will be able to buy more puts if we break below here, but I'm going to start working on protecting myself. And if we can get up into here, again, it's all about how you buy positions, right? If you bought up here, you're kind of toasted a little bit. So ultimately, get into some collars, sell some calls, buy some puts, that kind of thing, all the good stuff. But I don't see how Netflix is being impacted by tariffs at all. And to me, I don't think it is. So that's why I bought. And here's the previous all-time high. This is ultimately, I think, the lowest that Netflix would go if we really, really get crazy. And shoot, if we do take out yesterday's candle, I will go ahead and say it across the board. If we take out yesterday's candle in the broader markets in the next 2 weeks, I'll probably have to make another one of these videos because things will get wild and I will be red. There'll be some red in my account, but there'll be some green in my account because I will be in some great positions. Tesla, I'm all up in Tesla already. So I did buy more though. I'm sorry. 220. I also have some shares at 22222. I like the gap up. The big thing to recognize here is the weekly 100, 200 is a very, very strong resistance. And I do want to flex also for just a hot second. Daily chart, we had this bear gap and go after an inside candle on Friday. And these double lines represent 100 and 200. I absolutely scorched this trade. This was Friday right here. It looks something like this. Just, oh, Friday put options, bought 1,000 and just, zoo, it was awesome. It was really, really cool. I loved it. Life is awesome. I just want everyone to know this stuff. It's just so powerful once you get it. So I have some friends with I got put sales, all kinds of people got put sales, all the things. And yes, again, if Tesla breaks this candle, we're going to 180 quickly. And I will play that position. I don't want it to happen. I'm just letting you all know that it could, but I'm in. All right, that's Tesla. I think everyone knows what Tesla is. Robinhood, I'll go through the rest pretty quickly. How is Robinhood being impacted by tariffs? The answer is it's not. Robinhood was at 65. Now it was at 30. It's 53 per. I mean, unbelievable. And they just did $1 billion of revenue. That's incredible. Huge pullback, 100 and 200 some moving average. This yellow line was where I had a limit order. Here's a weekly chart. Now I use Robinhood. Tons of my customers and clients use Robinhood. A lot of people use Robinhood. I get it. I like it. I understand it. It makes sense. I'm a fan. Buy low, sell high. It's there. Now this one, non-tech stock. Bought a bunch of First Majestic Silver. Bought some at 550. Bought some at 555. 5.55. Bought some at 6. So I kind of pyramided into this one. That pyramid looked a little bit like this essentially. And I'm all up in this one. This is the very first stock that I ever bought, ever. And I normally buy this one with pretty decent size because it's so cheap and so volatile. I know it so well. It's fundamentally a great company in the sense that if silver goes higher, this will go higher. So I own me a butt ton, 3 butt tons of First Majestic Silver. Here's the support, right? There's a big resistance up here at 9. But again, very, very simple play. This one is kind of like a manufacturing play. Like if people use silver in anything that they do, it's silver. I don't think I have to explain it anymore. You guys get it. Like buy low, sell high. It's extremely cheap. Anytime you buy this one, like if you buy it with 10,000 shares, right? And the stock moves up 62 cents, that's $6,000. I mean, the stock is $5. Like who doesn't have 50 grand laying around? Somewhere, you got it somewhere. So you buy 1,000 shares of this, it pops 60 cents, poof, right? 6 grand, that's your mortgage. I mean, this is an amazingly volatile stock. It's so fun. Gosh, I love it. Anyway, I'm in that. Micron Technology off of the 100 on the monthly chart. Oh my goodness. Had to pick up some down there. So I pyramided into this one. The pyramid wasn't great. I got absolutely scorched on Thursday, but I bought some here. 96, that was like 100 shares. And I bought some at 94, that was 125 shares. I bought some at 87, that was 125 shares. I have a put sale. My buddy Lance has a put sale as well. Obviously, as you can see, at 85, and then I picked some off the 100 simple on the monthly chart. I like it. Buy low, sell high. Revenue is growing. I mean, company's doing well. All the goods, right? They just did 8 billion in Revy. I think that's fantastic, right? July, they did 6. Back over here, they did 4. Back over here in July, they did 3. What? July, they did 3 billion all the way up to 8 billion, and the stock's going down? Yeah. Yeah, that's a misalignment. Buy low, sell high on Micron. Reddit. Everyone's using Reddit to talk about the tariffs and make fun of Donald Trump anyway. This one got squashbuckled down 65%. They filled this gap on earnings, which is wild. That's where I bought some. It seems like I bought the exact low for a lot of you when you're watching this video, and I apologize. I'm really not trying to like gloat, but still, this is what being in the market does all the time. I was at the money show in Dallas, Texas, telling everyone to do this, so I kind of had to do it, and it was awesome. So Reddit, I like Reddit. It's a good company. I understand how they make money. I get it. They just posted okay earnings. They're going to keep growing. The stock will be back at 150 at some point in the near future. When you're watching this video, if you watch this video now, you're going to watch these positions. Every single one of these stocks will be higher by September. And when I say higher, I mean like significantly higher. But the good news is over the next 3 weeks, you'll also be able to play all of these stocks and capture some good volatility. Last but not least, a huge company that just got squandered, just stone cold crushed, down 34%, has zero tariff impacts. Almost got down to the 100 SMA. I did get into this one, but probably not as heavy as I should have, and I might end up kicking myself because 458 is really where I wanted to just slide all up in it. But I do love that 3% gap today. So we will find out what it does for the rest of the day, but I'm in Meta. And last but not least, I want everyone to know the correlation to the chart. This is what I drew for every person, showing them like, hey, this is probably what's going to happen in the markets right here. This was drawn yesterday before the market opened. And I'm correlating this move from a candlestick pattern chart to August 2015. And in August, I lost everything. I like so much money for a couple, like 3 or 4 days, and then everything kind of recovered. But huge, huge selling event. I think this is exactly what happens. I think we gap up today. And I told everyone we're going to gap up on Tuesday, and we're going to have a little bit of a fading. And today people are going to get really scared. And then we'll probably continue to go a little bit higher. And I think this very, very, very similar pattern is going to happen. Something extremely, extremely similar to all of this from here to here is probably what we get. Again, just from a pattern candlestick perspective, I know fundamentally it's totally different. Everything else is totally different, but this looks really great. This is where I'm at with it. This is where I'm at with my analysis. Go back and back trade this, spend some time on it. Let me know what I think. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I'm crazy. Let me know if you're crazy. I want to be crazy with you. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to create a lot of amazing content about wealth, money, wealth consciousness, raising capital, being an incredible human being, impacting the world, being and feeling rich. I love you so much. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful and beneficial.